Big MMA fan.
Exciting player. Fantastic.
You know, I remember when casting him at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship Finals in 2012. He looked so untouchable at day number 1 or day number 2 whenever he played his group stage. I thought there's no way anyone is going to be able to beat him here. And then Puma beat him in the TVT series. That was odd, man.
Puma's a beast in any tournament setting, certainly foreign tournaments, and he seems to dominate. Perhaps he hasn't had those kinds of results in recent months, but man, he sure had a successful 2011 and has won quite a bit of money in 2012 as well. So Daybreak, our third map?
Correct, Ben. Daybreak, of course, MMA being the red Terran spawning the left bottom side of this map, MVP Tills being our orange Protoss spawning on the right top side. Tills has to make something happen, Ben. So far did not get very fortunate with the board orders that he chose. If only he would have attacked like 1 second quicker on Cloud Kingdom, I felt those SVs wouldn't have been there yet. And he might have been able to do something like that, but it's so beautiful by MMA to build a second bunker next to that first bunker. Otherwise, he could just focus that first bunker, and if that bunker dies, he's going to be able to kill all the Marines. In this case, Tills knew it made no sense to immediately focus the bunker, because even if he killed that bunker, the Marines would just hop right over into bunker number 2, and you would have wasted all that DPS. We see a refinery going down, by the way.
It's a very early refinery.
Got some interesting tweets as well. Someone mentioned that apparently it's a big political issue in Canada as well.
The whole JSF?
Yeah, the whole JSF project. I just found out that they started with it in 2002 and it's still not done.
I am going to get on my soapbox, Kevin.
Are you soapbox?
Yep.
What does it mean?
Getting on my soapbox means I'm going to rant about something.
What are you going to rant about?
I think it's really stupid that political issues in America are like your stance on abortion and gay marriage. When in other countries it's actually important things like what you're doing with your money.
Yeah. It's like, alright, we're investing billions of dollars into this airplane that's just...
It's not to say that social issues aren't important, but geez, man.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Let the
people
let
do
the
what they
decide.
Let people do what they want. At least to a certain degree. Like, I feel that kind of stuff is just completely irrelevant.
American politics frustrate me, man.
Which is sad to say, ain't it, man? You're such a proud American as yourself.
I mean, I am. I want to do something about it. I think MrBitter should run for president. 2016.
Because after all, this is the land of the free, ain't that right, man?
That's right. You think if in I guess I couldn't run in 2016, I wouldn't be old enough. I gotta wait a couple more years.
How old do you have to be president?
40.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because you need to have a certain amount of life
it's
experience.
35 to hold a seat in Congress or the Senate, and I think 30 to hold a seat in the House.
That's interesting.
Maybe even younger to hold a seat in the House. Maybe 25.
I did not know that.
I used to know all this stuff.
I did not know there was an age restriction on that.
I'm pretty sure it's 40 to be president. Let me just check that real quick. How old do you have to be president?
I'll go with if you're like 16 years old and you're like president of the United States.
It is 35 years old, according to Wiki Answers. So Elliot was right. And so, let's see, I'm 27 now. That means 8 years from now. So 2020, I can run.
Maybe you should run for governor first. I think you would be an excellent governor.
I think if I'm still like a figure in esports.
I think you could be the governor.
In 2020, I'm going to run for president on the platform of the internet will elect me.
You should just be the governor.
I would be a good governor.
MMA's going to try to pick off this stalker. He's not shooting yet. Okay, actually, I think he shot a little bit too early, but I think Tills was already about to react. So smart play. Nice micro by MMA. Ben, how can you not love this guy? Kept all the Marines alive, picked off the Zealot, did a lot of damage to the Stalker, gets a perfect scout off in the main base. But of course, what Tills did do is like, oh, actually, do you think he's 100% sure there's no expand? I don't think he's sure. Do you think he's sure?
I don't think he's sure, Kev.
He's opening up with at least one observer. We have a Cloak Banshee opening on the way for MMA. MMA used to do the no gas fast expand into Cloak Banshee opening for quite a while as well. That was an interesting build. He used it a lot actually at the particular tournaments we mentioned earlier, the Intel Extreme Master World Championship Finals at CBIT. I love IEM and I love the World Championship Finals, but God, I hate CBIT. Can I say that?
MMA expands, so he's not going to be doing a one base only. It was really looking like he might. But he's going to go ahead and drop that command center. This is another build that we're familiar with. Cloak Banshee into expand. You can get a lot of map control this way. You can do a lot of damage this way, but Tails' build is perfect for dealing with it. Very fast robo.
Yeah, he only has one observer though, Ben. I really hope he's going to start his second observer and not an immortal. That's the only question I have right now. Answer my prayers, Tails!
Surely he'll start it when he sees that starport. Come on, Tails. Can he even see the
Tails.
starport? Now he does.
He's not seeing it yet. Now he's gonna see it. He sees the tech lab as
Three
well.
stalkers doesn't have gas. Oh, no.
Tails.
He can't afford an observer.
Ben,
right
I'm
now.
getting really mad.
He can't afford it right now.
He's gonna be able to. Okay, yeah, put away all the pros. But please, an observer in main. Tails, can you please make an observer?
Starts one as soon as he has the gas for it. Banshee's gonna find no probes.
I guess
in the,
sort of gonna be okay.
Kind of line up, man. That observer's gonna pop out. Ihan timing.
Okay, foe start cloak right. Oh, MMA is making it perfect. Oh my God, that moment, man. This is a Reddit moment. Like, actually, I think MMA is gonna keep it here and wait until the second observer and wait until the second Banshee arrives, and then try to go for the multi-prong aggression. But that should. I mean, Till should know exactly what's going on. He has observer in the main. No, he's bringing back the other observer. I don't like that. I really would have wished. Always keep one observer on the other side as well, man. You wanna know what's going on.
He's got him on both sides, man.
No, he doesn't have an I mean, at the main base of
Oh, you
MMA.
mean the observers?
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking about the Banshees. Initially, there will be some damage out there. MMA not using that that other Banshee, though.
Kind of a weird harassment. But this reminds me of Supernova. Supernova did it a few times like this. Do you remember Supernova against MC on Daybreak? That was one of the craziest Banshee harass I've ever seen. And it's kind of funny because I know Supernova is a great player, but I never really thought he was at the same level. I know he's been in Codef for many seasons, guys, but just personally I felt he was never on the level of the guys like MMA and
Supernova's played some really good games. He's also played some really, really bad
And I
games.
often tend to remember the really bad games. But God, those games he played against MC on Daybreak blew my mind. Man, I like this, by the way, by Tills. Tills is just like, all right, you know what? If you're going to be annoying forever with this Cloak Banshees, I'm just going to get a Stargate. I'm going to get a Phoenix, maybe even 2 Phoenix, man. Just to have 1 Phoenix on patrol later on. Phoenix immediately shuts down all Banshee aggression. It is quite the investment, and it's a very, it's a solution that I used to do. And I won't say that this is a very good solution, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say this is super smart. Yes, it is smart to some degree that he's going to kill both Banshees and going to take absolutely no damage. But it's also absolutely terrible against Stim Bio, and this is still quite the investment. This is a lot of gas. So I don't know if you can justify it. It's a very easy way to deal with things, but I don't know if it's the best way to deal with it.
MMA really trying to find openings with these Banshees, but Tails is all over it, has done a great job.
Curious to see if he's going to make more than one Phoenix.
No, I think he'll just make one. He'll kill the Banshees, he'll use the Phoenix for some really fast mobile scouting. Yeah, that's probably all we're going to see.
Very nice defense so far, though.
Which really begs the question if you can defend this well without the Banshee.
Yeah.
Why really bother?
I mean, yes, this makes your life a whole lot easier. Boop, boop. MMA is going to be like, well.
Honestly, that's kind of mission accomplished. Force the Starport, force the Phoenix, that's equal investment.
I still sort of dealt damage. Instead of killing probes, I forced him to make a Starport, Stargate, and a Phoenix, which is going to be absolutely terrible. Look at the gameplay, by the way, we're going to see right now. It's going to be pure gateway units, man. No temple attack yet, no Robo Bay. I don't know, Tills.
It's going to have a bit of a...
I feel this is one of those armies, man, where if they fight around like 110, 120 supply, Tills might be able to get a really good fight off. If it goes into 170, 180 supply, I feel he's going to get absolutely demolished.
MMA had a nasty supply block, had to call down some supply on some depots, and his next 2 are still a fair ways off from completion, so... That's going to slow down his production a little bit. You can really see it there as his money spikes up very high.
Guys, this is why MrBitter plays World of Tanks. He stands right behind another tank and uses him as a human armor.
It's smart, man. Why would I get shot when you can get shot instead?
The best thing is, if this would be me and this would be Ben, I would be shooting at Ben.
So true.
Ben got really mad the other on Frodo and I used friendly fire. Because I couldn't shoot anyone else in World of Tanks, so I started shooting my allies.
Yeah, he's like, play a game of World of Tanks with Kevin. And the game starts, it's like, it's really, I mean, come on, you play this game, it's like you get 1 life, and then if you die, you have to wait for your tank to get out of battle, and you have to repair it. It's just a real hassle, because your tank just takes forever to come back. And so, first thing Kevin does, like this, the counter, it counts down from 30 seconds, first of all, so it's like 30, 29, 28, ... 14, 13, 12, ... 3, 2, 1, I'm blown up as Kevin just shoots me immediately, and it's just like, well, that was my game, that was fun. Thanks for making me wait through that countdown.
Oh, Ben, I'm really worried for MVP Tills right now. I just don't like his position at all. I don't like the direction it's heading. Yes, he is getting high Templars, but his third base is so extremely delayed. And I just like, MMA doesn't have to attack at all. Like, there's no need. I love the mix, by the way, of getting in a couple of siege tanks as well. Can be really awesome against this super gateway heavy army of Tills. I don't know, Ben. I'm just not feeling very good about this. I am feeling good about it because I'm an MMA fan, but I would love to see at least Protoss win a few games. Even though this is going to be a long night. It's been a long night already. We casted 4 best of 3s, including a crazy 42-minute Terran vs Terran between the STC and Select. Definitely a game that I recommend. What is Tills doing, man? Why is he building cannons everywhere? Like, he's really not ahead.
I really have. I'm not sure, man. Doesn't want to deal with drops. This is just turning into the ultimate macro
Yeah,
game. But at this rate, MMA is going to max out well ahead of Tails.
I really feel that he should never spend. Like, this is awesome if you're on 4 bases. You can definitely afford that. Right now, I feel that he should just try to get as scary army out as possible. Use the observers that he has in a good position to spot drops, and maybe leave 2 Stalkers and a High Templar at every base, which he can still use in a fight later on as well. Do we still have that Phoenix on the map? Yes, we do, but there's a Cloak Banshee coming in over here. He does have High Templars too. Doesn't have any detection here.
What does this Banshee do?
MMA is. This is like the ultimate observer. This is like a very expensive observer. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Don't want to go that way. Finally, it is going to stop and
give it something.
Kill that High Templar.
Yeah, that would be a very nice pickup. Of course, knowing MMA, he is gonna.
He's just like chilling there. He's in idle mode. Observer, where is the observer?
MMA is using this though to march forward across the map. If he's gonna siege up, and look at this army of MMA, it's so much better.
What happened to that Phoenix?
Yeah, it's still somewhere. It's chilling over here now. Where is it? That's coming.
Okay. No.
Guys, I heard there's a mission for me.
Did you call? Kick the tires, light the fires.
Look at this army though. I don't even want to say it.
I don't think you should say it.
No. 2 Colossus are in production, but there are also a couple of siege tanks that's going to help out quite a lot. If it would be 4 Colossus, Ben, I would have faith. Of course, Storms could deal an insane amount of damage, but if the EMPs are good, or Snipes
be the deciding factor here.
So
Where's
many
the Storm?
Oh, EMP's missing. Storm does land a little bit.
Yeah, it's like
how many EMPs do we have left, Ben? I think they were all the. No, he has 1 more ghost.
He does it on the EMP on some Zealots. That said, it doesn't. I don't think it matters that much. There's a little bit of energy left. Looks like we've got.
There's a High Templar here.
Okay, so we've got 4 Storms.
Tills is so low on gas.
4 Storms remain.
Not mining from the simulator, by the way.
And tanks make it so hard to storm.
Yeah, it's awesome. Really smart attack over here by MMA. A couple of Zeds storming in, but he's taking more damage than he's actually dealing. When the Colossus join in, Tills just want to fight right now.
This seems like a pretty good fight. Zealots crushing forward. Marines and Marauders micro back nicely.
Good
MMA has
storm.
great control with the Storms doing substantial amounts of damage. Tails' supply dropping rapidly.
Oh, well, that was a pretty good fight for Tills, but I'm afraid he's going to need a bit more than that. But that was good, man. That was definitely a start.
Does he have the money really to reinforce, though?
There are still 19 Marauders on the map. Imagine if those 19 Marauders would be here right now and steam in.
Oh, a couple of them getting misrallied into an Archon and his buddies.
I mean, that was pretty good for Tills, actually. Those Colossus didn't even have thermal lance. I felt that the EMPs from MMA were not perfect, and that was also not MMA's entire army. So many low HP units, has to be so careful. Imagine if he gets force fielded, man.
Seems awfully confident to be pushing this far forward, though.
Well, there's only 1 medevac on the map, Ben. There's only 1 medevac. There are 3 medevacs in production right now, but.
It is true. The army of MMA.
Little bio hit squad over here.
Squishy.
Gonna force a defensive warp in, that's one thing, and it's gonna actually force Tills to retreat all the way. But hey, Ben, at least he has a decent tech out right now. At least he has 2 Colossus, he has thermal lance, he can get more Colossus. He has good upgrades. He's on 3-3 right now. God, that's massive. Nukes being researched by MMA. Where are those medevacs, MMA? You're producing 3 at a time.
They are finally popping out. Those nukes are going to be fun. I love it when we see that kind of excitement in a game. Tails is going to land his army. Well, though, Kevin, he's going up to 4. He's going up to 4 bases.
Yeah. Right move.
Manner, man.
Oh, this is fun.
Colossi chilling out in the middle of the map. Colossus Zealot with an Archon and just a small handful of Stalkers there in the mix.
Man, this idling probe really makes me mad. I cannot believe that he does not take care of this icon. This icon will make me mad.
Maybe he has it disabled.
Yeah?
MMA's maxed out again. He's done it 20 supply faster than his opponent. They were even on supply for a little while. Vikings
5 Vikings, man, but
there's not very many Stalkers.
There's 3 more Colossus coming in. Uh-oh, we do have Cloak, ain't that right, hater? Yes, that's right. We have nukes as well. There's only one. How many observers? There's only 1 observer on the map, and that 1 observer's over here on the left top side.
Picking up a lot of High Templar back in the 3rd base.
Nice feedback on the medevac. think this High Templar will survive.
I mean, he had a rough life though.
Took serious beating, but he did survive.
Now he gets fused with another
God,
High
this
Templar.
army is so strong, by the way, man. It's going to be a lot of 3-3 goes with Vikings. I think +1 or +2 or +1.
I really think being turned into an Archon would be the worst experience.
Depends, man.
You get like melded with another person.
Yeah, it depends on who it is. I mean, if I would get melded with you, I'd be pretty sad. But I can imagine a few people that make me happy.
You like absorb all the memories and thoughts of that person. Like imagine if you got melded with Elliot.
That would not be good. How many observers are out? Double scan goes down. Where are those? We have 2 observers. Nice snipes on the High Templars. Where are your observers? Okay, first one is joining in. That's the right moment.
Here we go. We're going to have a big fight here. MMA going to stem down that ramp and try to make something happen. Colossi.
Beautiful position.
Wow, they're just going to fall so fast. They are doing a lot of damage, but MMA is controlling this pretty well. Vikings being left alone for the most part, but actually Tails, surprisingly.
Yeah, Tails doing a really good job. Those Colossus survived for a long time. The ghosts are still here though, man. There are 3 ghosts there. Not dealing anything. Scan goes down. Kill the observer. Not going to kill it. Wow, that wasn't too bad.
Ghosts are all going to fall. MMA is going to try and set up a bit of a...
That was so fortunate, by the way, the moment that observer flew in. If that would have been timed any different, he would be in so much trouble. MMA has so much money right now.
Tails is really doing this. MMA is...
Oh, Colossus is so low on HP, man. This could be a terrible fight.
Oh, the Colossi are so important.
Marauders.
If he loses the Colossi, he loses all of his fighting strength, and they are both going to fall. It's a great storm.
Yeah, that is a great storm. But still, he lost those 2 Colossus, man. Those Archons are going to fall as well. Not a defensive storm, maybe? Feedback, maybe?
Now, while this was happening, Tails went up to 4 bases, so
yeah,
he can
afford a
continue
beating.
to reinforce. That's right. He's got an excellent income.
Look at this Phoenix. Phoenix is like,
Been here all day, guys.
Yeah. Guys, still no sign of Banshee. Just keep doing what you do, Phoenix.
Flies into the base, lifts up the gas mining SCVs, flies away. Another fight here in the center of the map. Zealous coming forward into a bunch of Marauders, but the Marauder count seems really high. MMA has fantastic upgrades, by the way.
Really far front.
3-3 is done for both players.
Yeah, even shield upgrades for Tails.
But wow, look how fast Tails' supply is dropping. He's just getting shredded right now. These Marauders do way too much damage. Tails.
That's not a good fight at all. You have so much money, Tails.
On Daybreak, but I don't think it's going to matter. MMA is now...
Tails, you have so much money. Now he went for a really big warp in, made 2 more Colossus probably as he had Colossus queued up. That was such an unusual fight. He's gonna fly in, but we do still have these High Templars, man. Even though there's no energy on these, matter of fact. But he could storm, and there is a cannon. Nukes being landed as well. Storm, storm, storm.
One medevac goes down.
Storm.
It is completely full.
Storm.
There's no storm that's gonna fall.
Yeah, feedback.
That's gonna help. Bad luck for Tails there. MMA still sitting at a small supply lead.
Dodge the nuke, though.
No damage, so good awareness.
Why does he not storm?
Storm's overrated, bro.
Uh-oh, Ben. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he has no nuke.
He also has no energy for cloak.
Look at this guy. He's standing there. He's like...
How come he's not shooting?
I wish I could look at his face right now. This is like the ghost.
Why isn't he shooting?
This is the ghost. I have no idea what I'm doing.
How can he make a ghost not shoot?
Hold fire, maybe? But yeah,
you have a hold fire button?
Everybody has a hold fire.
Weapons free.
Ben.
Interesting. Those probes. Could have just killed the ghost. Take that, Pylon!
Oh, that High Templar.
Oh, poor ghost. He killed himself. That's one way to commit suicide.
See, I told you that ghost had no idea what he's doing. He looked like he had no idea what he's doing.
Yes, this is Ghost.
Yes, this is Ghost. Nuke, okay. Over here, okay.
I didn't know you could tell a unit to not fight at all. I mean, you can't do that for an Archon.
It's a pretty big drop.
Man, I just learned something. That's crazy. I guess, good to know. Did DTs have that too?
No. No!
Oh, the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Why would he just sit there? I guess he was shooting at the medevacs?
No, he was on patrol, so...
Silly Phoenix.
Silly Phoenix, you. You're not a very smart Phoenix, are you? That's why we only made 1 of you. Tails is gonna go, I don't understand why Tails doesn't take the right bottom side of this map as well. You might as well do all the things I do. You might as well. A couple of Marauders a bit without of position. Did pick off a Colossus, I believe. No, it was a Stalker, I guess. Look at this ghost. This ghost is like hiking, man. Yes, this is Ghost.
Once more, Tails going to march forward. Good EMPs going down, blanketing the army of Tails. And
I want to see the nuke. Okay, he pulled the probes away, so it's not an exciting big fight going on.
Yes, Kev, a huge fight going on. Storm's going down everywhere. MMA
the Vikings.
kiting everything back beautifully, and the Vikings completely
But still, the Archons dealt so much damage and absorbed so much damage.
Not
But
going to be enough.
Vikings.
Not even close, man. MMA will, again, crush Tails. A lot of SCVs dying, surprisingly.
More ghosts going down. Over here this time.
Ghosts just going everywhere.
These
oh! Too sad, bro. You killed him. It's really frustrating actually dealing with nukes in the late game. It was like three ghosts in different places and it's just nuke, 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 nuke.
I mean, the sickest thing is when, as an observer, sometimes it's hard to keep up, so just imagine if you're playing as this guy. I will never forget Realmo versus Happy. While Tilt's going to try to attack one more. These High Templars do have a lot of energy, Ben, but here come the ghosts. EMPs misses. Zealot's doing a pretty good job, but the Vikings are on the ground again.
Oh, Vikings on the ground. That means GG, man. They're so good, apparently. That's sort of been a recurring theme.
Look at the Archons, they're so low on HP.
The Archons will melt away. Zealot's melting away. Everything melts away, and MMA will continue to sit on top of a small supply lead, 102 supply to 94. It's been a great game, back and forth slugfest. Ghosts continuing to rain fire. That one's going down into natural. And I don't think Tails sees it.
Oh, he's over here. Wow. That's a good. Yes, this is a ghost. Good ghost. And May tries to take control of this All-Niger White Star, but he's going to see the new Colossus marching in. I'm so surprised, man, that neither player went up to a 5th.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard to take a 5th base. You can take the corner expand.
Yeah, I would go for the corner.
But neither player has really felt safe enough to do so.
Tills, let's watch first-person Tills.
I don't know if he's going to see this one.
He's like, where's the nuke? Oh yeah, he's hard.
Last second crisis management there, and actually no probes dying. One of them safely hiding inside the Vespine guys.
This guy's so awesome. He's like, this game, he reminds me of that very old game on the PC called Commandos. You ever played this game?
No.
You never played Commandos?
No.
Wow, you had a terrible childhood.
I've never even heard of Commandos.
No, that's...
Another nuke though might be landing in the third base. And,
you have never heard of Commandos?
No, I've never heard of Commandos.
Wow, Twitter universe, please let MrBitter know that he missed out.
You know what game I remember from my childhood that was awesome? It was a Blizzard game. It was called Blackthorn.
I don't remember that.
Check that one out.
But Commandos is so famous, man. Everybody knew Commandos.
Medevac drop heading over to the main base of Tails. These guys are still neck and neck. 156 supply to 141.
Where are the nukes going down this time, man?
Supply's
pretty damn big drop, and this time it's going to deal some serious damage. High Templar Archives will die. These Zealots. Well, Colossus joining in the fray. That's pretty smart.
Immediately they just load up and get the heck back out of there. This is dangerous for Tails to move his whole army like that. If MVP had, or if MMA
finally,
had attacked.
MMA is taking out taking a 5th base though, man. So Till should know that eventually he's going to have to do something about that. Otherwise, he's going to fall too far behind. Big drop coming in once more. Till always leave High Temp running your base. You silly dog.
Dropping a land once again. Now, will MMA try to capitalize on this moving army? Looks like no, he's just going to chill out here in the middle of the map. Zealot hit squad going around the top of the map, trying to deny the space in the corner. Be a bit annoying.
Colossus dealing with this drop pretty well. Zealot's going to spawn around this Mr. MMA immediately is going to abandon this place. Of course, for MMA, it's a little bit harder to take a base than for Protoss, because Protoss... Oh, Ben! Oh! So close! Well, quite a few probes did die.
Where's that ghost? He's got
13
total kills.
And meanwhile, MMA starts dropping once more. MMA is really stepping up the pace of this game right now.
He's doing a good job of keeping the pressure on Tails, spreading out his Protoss opponent. Tails having a hard time managing. Looks like he's just going to try to send an attack to the middle of the map.
That's often
There's not many units in the middle of the map.
Feedback.
No, Medevac's even getting caught.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. Man, he's not getting very fortunate with the feedback this game.
He's had some seriously bad luck. 35 minutes into this game, man.
Oh, look at MMA. He just turns around. Well, okay. It's not going to be a super successful drop, I guess.
Zealot's going to deal with that. MMA knows it. Doesn't even bother unloading. This Ghost's still just kind of chilling out back behind the
37 probes against 41 SCVs, man. Ghost? Yes. This is Ghost. Yes.
About to run out of energy, and then Tails going to be like, hey.
Nuke on top of my face? Okay. Seems like... Are those Zealots dancing? They look like they were dancing. He's like, oh! Guys, I think I blew my cover!
Oh, that's not going to work. You sure about this, Commander? He goes down.
MMA is going to mine quite heavily of that 5th base right now though, Ben, and that's really going to be a serious problem. MMA is going to have a bank after the next fight. This is a 35-minute game. It's been an exciting game, also silly from time to time, but pretty good game nevertheless. With a couple of really clutch moments, man.
Tails running out of minerals in his 3rd. He's mined out in his main and his natural. Means he really only has 1 mining expansion here in the center of the map. He's going to have to take a new base soon. MMA doing a good job being prepared for any sort of aggression as he has units everywhere that he needs units.
This could get seriously dicey. How many goals do we have right now for MMA? Yes, 6 goals against only 2 High Templars. I don't see any way how Tails can ever win without good storms, man. Uh-oh, there's no observer, I think. Oh, EMPs!
Snipes on the Templar, EMPs on the Archons.
Oh, that's a terrible fight for Tails.
And a great fight for MMA, who should once again be able to take this one convincingly. Good micro by MMA, just kiting backwards, splitting up his units. Vikings actually go down.
Why did he not EMP the Archons?
He got some of them, but he missed quite a few.
All the Archons were so clumped up. The Zealots actually killed all the SCVs. I really felt that was a terrible fight, but...
And for the first time in this entire game, Tails has a supply lead, 104 to 99. He's Ghost. Yes, he's Ghost.
There were no observers, and all the EMPs were clumped up. How did that not go like terrible for Tails? It might still end up terrible, but these Archons are still full on HP, man.
Colossus is at least going to be killed.
Okay, now I guess at the end, MVP Tails will lose everything, so...
And the problem that Tails really has, Kevin, is he doesn't have any money. He's out of cash. Can't really afford any warpens. He's got only 70 supply, and MMA, in spite of all the damage that he took, still has 4 or 5 orbitals.
But he's losing he only has 18 SCVs remaining, but as you said, man, he does still have the orbitals. Man, I felt MMA really missed some key EMPs over here, because there was not an observer. That should have been a default win.
One would think.
I mean, at the end, it still was a very good fight for MMA, because he has a supply lead, and he just regrouped his units in the right way, and was able to still cut off the retreating units from Tails. This is kind of why I felt this was like a terrible position to be in, because in this moment you're so super committed, so Tails had no choice to really go for it anymore. But inside it looked a lot brighter than it actually should have. So basically, if you put, hey, can an SCV in the medevac repair the medevac? Not a question for the Twitter universe. Since if it can repair a Hellion, which is in a medevac, can an SCV in a medevac repair the medevac? Hey, next level.
You'd have to like go out on the wing though.
Really how cool would it be? Oh, this poor medevac.
Oh, she's going to pick up an SCV.
Yeah. I need your love.
And your repairs. She's just using him.
Yeah. The Marines are like, don't believe your man. She's been around the block. I heard even the toy had sex with her.
And she's been in every bunk in the barracks.
Yeah. I saw her going into the bunker last night with a Marauder. No way! Great snipes over here by MMA. MMA is really hitting the nail on the coffin here as he's taking out all the High Templars. That is a good storm though, but he's going to lose the remaining of the High Templars, and I don't see how Tails is going to win. Well, okay, the Archons are pretty damn good against Marauders, man. The Zealots are doing a fantastic job as well.
Upgraded Zealots and Archons are really doing a good job.
MMA is not using his entire bio army, Ben.
Finally the Vikings land. That might be the key here.
Vikings are pretty good. But MMA loses this game, Ben. It gets really dicey.
These Vikings have +2 attack. But the Zealots and Archons look like they might here are the reinforcements, and that's going to be all that MMA needs. And once again, he will repel Tails. Tails making the most of what he's got. Still hasn't taken a new base.
Yeah, I cannot believe that, by the way. Wow, all those Marines were so clumped up. Imagine if the Archons had a little bit more HP. Would have been able to get a couple of key shots off. Man, that was so weird. Like, MMA completely forgot about almost all of his bio units. What are you giggling about?
Somebody said, Vikings, stop.
Viking, what are you doing? Look at this ghost.
Yes, this is Ghost. Oh, poor Zealot. Somebody forgot to tell. Somebody take him off weapons free mode. MMA once again going to get aggressive. It's been a while since he's been the attacker.
He's going to focus out Templar immediately.
Storm does go down, but it doesn't matter. Only hits about 4 or 5 units.
Beautiful little stim by MMA though.
This is the big bio squad. Vikings going to land once more. They're going to absorb some damage, deal some damage. I'm really impressed at how effective these Archons have been. But at the end of the day, I think this will be the attack that breaks Tails. Cannon goes down. Last Archon's gonna fall. 2 Zealots being warped in hopelessly. That's a bad warp, and you get pulled from IR. You're like, I'm ready for battle. There's an army standing there. You're like, damn it. GG gets called, and MMA 3-0's Tails after 41 minutes on Daybreak. Thank you
and this
so
game was
much.
so crazy because it could have been over like on two separate occasions. In the start it looked good, and then later on it turned out so many turns around. But overall, really solid play by MMA, despite a few times perhaps not handling a battle as good as he should have done. But every now and then you saw that brilliant MMA as well, just dropping on all sides, still being active. And even on the last moment, you know, the stuff that you always have to do, just stim in with 4 units, pick off an High Templar, or at least absorb the storm, embrace it like it's your own, and then come in with the rest of the bio units. So overall, really solid play. I enjoyed the game, Ben.
Lots more StarCraft still to come from the North American Star League and from the Lone Star Clash. We've got one more semifinal match, the winner of which will go on to face MMA. So it's either Revival
or, you know it, man, it's the STC.
Ah, of course, the STC. Should be a great game. Cannot wait to see what happens, guys. Stick around. More StarCraft, more Roddy, more Mr. Bitter, more
Marauders and Metavacs in bunkers.